All right, I do a toolbox tour about once a year, mainly to be able to prove to my insurance company that I actually have all this stuff in the event my house got blown away by a tornado or something. It's 11/6, November 6, 2025, at 6:01 a.m. in the morning. All right, I'm not going to show anything else in the basement except my toolbox. This toolbox I bought from a Snap-on dealer in 1999, making it 26 years old. It's the Blue Point brand, which is Snap-on's economy line. That was all I could afford 26 years ago. It's cheaper than a Snap-on box because it has cheaper locks, cheaper wheels, and it doesn't have the fancy latches on the drawers. But the rest of the toolbox and the drawers is built on the same assembly line. If you're any at all familiar with Snap-on toolboxes, you'll recognize the handle and the beautiful paint job. It still looks amazing 26 years later. All right, let's take a look. I'm not going to talk about anything in the drawers except the AR-15 stuff. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. All right, we got my Mitutoyo measuring instruments. I bought these about 5 years ago to upgrade from analog. I bought them from a MasterCard because I wanted to make sure I was getting legitimate Mitutoyo stuff and not Chinese fakes. And we got some flash hider tools. This is a castle nut wrench and a barrel nut wrench. And what looks like some reloading tools. I don't do reloading, have no interest in that. I use them to compare the length of headspace gauges. And then I got my buffer spring measurement gauge, and then I got two Geisley suppressor alignment rods. All right, and here, these two drivers are for carrier key screws. And I got my two Snap-on torque wrenches. They're about 25 years old. I sent them off for calibration. They came back in spec with no adjustment needed. 25 years old. All these tools in here are Snap-on tools. Everything except this is Mac, this is Kawasaki, and this is American Performance Engineering. This is my custom-made extractor spring installation tool. I designed this on my channel, and then the Sotards copied it and tried to sell it. Nobody'd pay what they were asking for it, so they took it down. But that tool works amazing. All right. Let's see here. I got what looks like a bunch of missing sockets. Some of these socket sizes I never bought because they were not commonly used on Japanese motorcycles that I was working on a lot in the 90s and 2000s. And I got a lot of Japanese specialty tools. And I got my can gauges that I designed on my channel. And then there's a strip Colt carry handle and the parts for it. That Snap-on air impact wrench is a beast. I use it to rotate my tires. Okay, here's the bulk of the AR-15 stuff. I got all my punches in plastic shipping containers, labeled, and the labels are covered with packing tape, keep them clean. I got some Glock tools. Got my reaction rod collection, some blocks, some bolt ejector tools, the highly sought after Schuster concentricity gauges. I got two brand new K&S hammer cages still in original packaging, plus some other accessories. Son's Liberty Gunwork punch set. I think I may do a giveaway with that. Nothing wrong with it, I just don't need it. Oh, and the big green jig. You'll see another one of those in this drawer. Let's see, that's a useless gauge. And I got some of my custom-made go-no-go gauges, stuff for polishing feed ramps, and then I got some odds and ends stuff in here, like a chamber reflector, a DOD stamp, some broken extractor gauges. This is the centerpiece of my toolbox, my Colt 6940 barrel nut wrenches, made by my good friend Ken Elmore at Specialized Armament. Ken is the GOAT of the AR-15 world, especially with Colts. So he sold me this one originally when I first made contact with him. And then this one would not fit an M5 because the M5 didn't exist when he designed and built that. So when the M5 came along, I shipped him one of my M5s, and he redesigned it with a 7-pin head and an 8-pin head. And he gave me this wrench. Wow, what a gift. And then he sold me the 8-pin wrench at a discounted price. And I got a few other wrenches, and this gold barrel nut wrench from Too Unique is awesome for breaking loose really tight barrel nuts. Fortunately, they don't make it in gold anymore, but you can still get it in black. And then there's the Michigan tools. Let's see, down here, I got 2 brand new slide fire bump stocks. I got the upgraded pistol grip blocks and the butt pads. Compression gauge, fuel injector cleaner, some electrical testing tools, a slide hammer for removing bearings out of motorcycle wheels. Here I have all my old analog stuff. And a Colt bayonet. It's labeled Colt. The man who owns U.S. Ordnance, who built all the Colt repros, gave me that as a gift. I sent him my Colt GAU5 back. Wanted some repairs done to it, and he fixed it the day he got it, shipped it back out the same day, and he put that bayonet in the box. That bayonet is about 65 years old, I would guess. And of course, these are some very expensive Snap-on Allen drivers. This is the Brownells Super Set. You can actually buy these red boxes with the trays empty. And I put in all my Torx drivers and hex fat wrench. Oh, this is nice. This is a set of 1 through 60 drill bits. These work great for gauging holes that you want to drill larger. You find a bit that fits and then you go one size up. Those are pretty amazing. It took me a while to collect all those from Ace Hardware. I bought them a few at a time. See, we got needle nose pliers and wire cutters and circle tools for barrel nuts and more needle nose and a wrench for safety wires. And of course, you got to have regular screwdrivers. And then the last drawer, I got my crimpers for my motorcycle wiring harnesses that I used to make. And then I got 2 backups of my computer in case it crashes and I can never get onto OneDrive or something. All right. One last thing I'll show you over here is I got some T-handle Allens in both metric and fractional. I have to keep them covered up because spiders will shit all over them. And of course I got a scale there. And that's the vise I use mostly instead of a micrometer stand. Of course I have to keep it covered up too. All right.